So we're heading over to the corner of 175th and 131st Ave. Supposed to be the East Side Indivisibles having a, I don't even know what the hell it is, little sine wave or something here on the main street. So just heading down there. I saw Karen with her bag full of signs, so she's probably the cult leader. So we're gonna go down here. Forgot my damn bullhorn, but if anybody knows Woodinville, they probably know this spot right here by the Ballard Pizza Company. Pretty bomb ass pizza too. So we're just gonna go down here and film these folks, see what's going on. Oh, one across the street too. Oh, this is gonna be good. And I'm having some signs made, some pretty badass signs made, so when I come out here we'll be able to have some fun. So here's Karen in her bag. See her bag and her signs. Doesn't have civil rights. I mean, these people don't think they have civil rights, right? Some of the signs rejecting kings since 1776. I don't disagree with that. That is true. But you got to also accept their premise that they think Trump is a king. That's where they fall short of this whole thing. Oh shit, they got a extension cord coming across. Let's see what's gonna happen. So this is supposed to start at 3:30. It's supposed to be for 1 hour only. I'm gonna mob over to the other side of the street. I figured everybody was gonna be on this side where the field is, but it looks like just Karen's over here with her few signs and a few other people showing up. So I'll probably go over there and film as well, see what's going on. But I'd imagine they're gonna start fucking harassing me when they see someone filming. They always want to know who you are, what you're doing out here, rather than just let you be. So well, I'm not going to say anything until, you know, one of these fucking libtards start harassing me. Fall short of brain cells. Yeah, so it's like a bunch of peaceful boomers showing up. And this is like I think it's the East Side Indivisibles is who it is. Oh, they got a blowy. Honk for Trump. They're going to basically every corner here, so they all show up on time, clocking in, same time, right? Same time every time. And it was really nice weather earlier. It was real sunny out and super chill. I thought it was gonna be hot, but it's got windy and it's cloudy out. It's pretty gnarly looking out. Yeah, so everybody kind of shows up at the same time. Your usual gotta get a picture picture of this across the street. It looks like Elon Musk may be doing the Zig Hall or something. I don't know what the fuck it looks like, right? That's so funny. Fall short of brain cells. That is fucking funny. They had to spend a lot of money to have that custom made too, you know. It's how infatuated they are. They're like, I want the hand to look like it's doing the Hail Hitler, you know. Imagine going to a place and you're like, well, you know, someone's like, fuck it, I'll take their money. $2,000. $2,000, I'll make you your Hail Hitler, Elon Musk. Let's just do a wide screen. You guys can see kind of everything going on at once. How's it going? What's up, Lethal Bro? I'm enjoying the weather. So it's mostly a boom town and maybe one younger person. Well, maybe not so young. UK, what's up, bro? Yeah, I don't think they got the message. You know, the king's in the country, right? The real king, right? I don't think they got the memo, right? But yeah, from the UK, bro. Welcome. The Salem fucking escapees, right? It's funny. Resist dictatorship. Reclaim democracy. Gal over there across the street. I'm gonna head over there, but she sounds like a fucking chicken. Like a. If you've ever owned a rooster, you know, when they first start learning to crow, like that real high-pitched, fucking annoying crow. Kind of what it sounds like. Stop ICE tariffs. ICE out now. Workers' rights over CEO bonuses. Okay. They can't keep Zig Hall Muskie up. Well, they got the memo, but they just don't care. The only king is Trump in their mind. Yeah, very fucking true. I'm gonna probably move so we don't catch this music and the whole thing. Can you guys hear that music? Hello chat, hope you all are getting ready for this show, for the chit show. Show. Yeah, we're supposed to start at 3:30, so that would have been exciting. Yeah, I can hear it. I'm gonna probably move to the other side for a little bit. This is Green Day. You know, fucking Green Day. They'll go out of their way to shut you down because they fucking hate Orange Man. I'm gonna go across the street. go. Welcome to Woodinville Fields. Very known spot. Oh, this is the same shit you've seen at No Kings. Probably the same group I saw over there. See if I could get that sign unfolded. National Strike May 1st, I'm assuming. National Strike May 1. Just gonna take a guess on that one. Gay rights look this way. Yeah, Green Day, Metallica back in the day were like record. Yeah, I know. You know, and Metallica was the one that fucking shut down Napster, if you guys remember that shit. They were definitely... Oh. We already got someone filming me like I'm important. Look at this guy. I don't know why the left does this. We're in America. I can film, bro. You're not going to intimidate me.
I can film. What?
I know,
You're the one that's
why are you filming
intimidating,
me? I'm not your protest, bro. These are Nazis right here. That's a Nazi. I'm filming your guys' event. Why not? I'm live streaming. You guys, huh?
What's your purpose?
My what?
What's your purpose?
Just a film.
For what
live
purpose?
event. We're live.
Oh, good. What's your purpose?
What do you mean my purpose?
Why are you doing it? What's your goal?
Do I have to have one?
Of course not.
Yeah, we're in America. I'm just filming. Free speech, bro. I support protesting. I might not support what you guys are supporting, but I support your right to protest and shit. I'm not out here to shut you down, you know? We all might disagree on things, but it's American right, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to go over here and get Elon Musk. The bee pheromones in the air, guys. Oh. Oh, they do got, someone does got a blowy, huh? I see. Mr. Froggy, huh? You see him over there, guys? We are just here to laugh at you. Yeah, no shit, right? Strike, it's easy for retired people to say that. Yeah, right? No shit. Yeah, so May 1st, they're supposed to have a, I don't know, there was a big event planned. Seattle, that the website I kind of watch, it changed. This guy with the sign that says no Russian puppets or jokers, damn cars. Yeah, he immediately started filming me. Doesn't want me out here covering their events. There's more of you guys watching than there are of them, so getting the word out for them, they don't realize it. But yeah, so you got one right here. I'll just take a walk around. I imagine we're gonna get more people. Trans rights, and then we got a blowy, a raccoon. Yeah, I should have brought my fucking bullhorn. This is a perfect spot. I seen Metallica in 84 when the members were 20 years old. Yeah, that's probably the shit. He must be referring to Biden and Hillary. Absolutely, bro. So they're kind of on every corner, so I'll make my way around. That dipshit was just down my throat, filming my back, intimidating and shit, so I got the fuck out of there. should have brought the old fart spray. Yeah, I got something better than that. Yeah, there's that video like in France where they have it in like a fucking squirt gun or whatever. Where they go around getting the scammers or whatever. Watch out for squirters. I'm just gonna go around and film all this shit. Probably should hit the button. What are you guys out here protesting, bro? Huh?
What's that?
What are you out here protesting?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see many of the signs are ICE and fairness, corruption.
Sweet.
That's what gets me out here every
You guys
week.
come out here like every week, or you guys on
week,
schedule?
and then I do Kirkland on Saturdays.
Kirkland?
Yeah,
Is
so
it
they
same
got more
group?
action there. And Bothell has some most.
Different crews in each one.
It's what?
It's different crews in each one of them. It's everyone goes.
So you guys don't come to this spot regularly?
We come here.
Oh,
every
okay.
week.
But you go other places.
Yeah, it's just we'll just find days that are interesting to us.
Blowy's got to hold the blowy up. Chinese lady is doing the salute. I know, right? You see that? She was a minute ago. The racist wearing the coon suit is like wearing black. Yeah, I was thinking the same shit. It's called coon face. Are you getting together with Tommy Boy in the future? You know, I'm not in direct contact with them yet, but yeah, I'll probably reach out to Tinkerton when I go down there, and he's kind of like the go-to security guy, right? I know I'm gonna need to have some people rather than going it alone down there. That's how it should be. No intimidation tactics. Yeah, these fuckers are full of it. You know, they pull up. I don't mind them filming, but they stick the fucking camera in your face as like a means to intimidate. Like, you film all the fuck you want, boomer. Like, whatever. But like, I don't care if you're filming, but they're doing it as a way to like, oh, I got you, right? Not as a way to like just film to film, right? So they take their pictures, they film you, and then they put their phone away for later, right? Like it's gonna fucking scare me or something. It's kind of weird. It's kind of the common thing I see, and like it's just a communist fear-mongering type tactic. And you know, Woodinville, this area in general, is a pretty wealthy area. If anybody knows Woodinville, this area is not the absolute nicest part, but the whole area is pretty bougie, right? How's the action been today? It's been a shit show. It just started. Hey, what's up, Arturo? I didn't realize that was you, bro. Not really anything fancy yet, you know. We'll see. One guy got my face kind of deal with his camera. But other than that, I think these people are just clocked in. 3:30. They'll be out of here at 4:30 on the dot. Don't know how to, yeah, but they're stupid and don't know how to use the Zoom. I know, that's what's funny is yesterday gal was all up my ass trying to film me, and like she has an older phone, and it's like, you know, you got to get up close. That Zoom shit blurs everything out. It doesn't. You're gonna post my shit online, they're gonna be like, who's that blurry son of a bitch? I probably should be paying attention to the crosswalk. I'm trying to cross. Yeah, I think there's more people watching this than there are out here right now. And I've never been here. I don't know much about this group, but yeah, maybe there's more people. I don't know. Maybe other spots too. 25 an hour. I would say they get fucking more than that. Way more than that. Way more. Way more. 25. That's like the bus driver that got him here. That means they went to the city, got a permit to be on that corner and put in a time and how many people supposed to show up. Yeah, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. Yeah, that would not fucking surprise me. Kids these days are loving all the extra days off of school. Never miss school. No school May 1st, right? That's probably the only benefit, right? You get the day off, even the day after off. I know the second's supposed to be a lot of shit going on too. Should have asked the old man how much he gets paid. Yeah, I don't think he was all there, so I didn't want to. I don't like harassing mentally ill folks. Damn, this light never turns. This crosswalk never switches. There you go. Oh, I'm trying to cross, lady. Hopefully I don't get ran over. Yeah. I'm gonna cross back over this way again. On the other side. How much you getting paid to be out here?
Not a penny. Are you with Indivisible?
Who?
I wondered who you're filming for.
Myself. We're live streaming. We got quite a few people watching.
Oh, really?
Putting the word out there for you guys. There's more watching me than are out here, so maybe you guys will gain some followers, right?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not with your organization. I support protesters, but not your guys' group, right? Or what you guys are doing.
I see. Well, every Monday from 3:30 to 4:30, we're here.
This is your spot.
This corner is my spot.
This is your spot. Fair enough. Yeah, one guy over there was shoving his phone in my face. Whatever. I don't know if he's with you guys. The guy with the Russian sign over here. No Russian puppets or jokers.
Well, you know, we all make our own signs.
Yeah, he was getting real close with his thing, shoving it in my face, you know.
Maybe
Not making you guys look good.
Maybe he was worried about who is
Filming him.
It's live. It's live, but where are you posting it?
Oh, it's going on YouTube. We're live right now on YouTube and probably other streams as well. Indivisible, go figure. You can read what people are saying. Trump pays me to support the Patriots. Got my check today. Say hey. Alright, that doesn't matter. I don't know. I can't scroll up and down. No, I do this for fun. Kind of like you guys are doing. Is this your job?
This is my passion.
Oh, I'm doing my passion. Well, actually not so much of a passion. Just out here reporting you guys. I was down at the ice facility in Tacoma. You guys ever go down there?
No, we stay pretty much around the east side.
Do something about these crosswalks. Whoa. So, was her first thought? Yeah, everybody out here is pretty chill and peaceful. Just that one guy was kind of weird, and he's being weird. The rest of them are peaceful as hell. How much you getting paid to be out here?
Zip.
Zero? How dare you?
Somebody's handing out millions.
Well, I know George Soros likes to give Indivisibles a lot of money, right? You probably don't give it to you guys, though. What branch is this one? What branch are you guys with? This is the east side?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not real sure. get emails from so many, I'm not sure which one.
Oh yeah, they flood you, right? With wanting you to donate. Protest.
Just with there's stuff in Kirkland, there's stuff everywhere.
Yep.
And
Resist dictatorship, reclaim democracy. How much you getting paid to be out here?
nothing.
Nothing. Damn, you're a great volunteer.
This is my therapy.
Here, let's see.
This is my therapy.
The Constitution, not injustice and cruelty. A republic, if we can keep it. Hey, I can't disagree with anything on that sign.
That's Benjamin.
And you know what?
Franklin
And we
for
are
ya.
not a democracy. I'm glad you realize that and you didn't change that word. A lot of times people change the word to democracy. We are
Yes.
a constitutional republic, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I know, right? I almost got ran over there crossing. Hey, what's up, Mr. Bill? So you guys, it's usually bigger than this? Jesus Christ, you guys are committed. Super committed. I mean, I can't say I disagree with any of your signs. I mean, no kings, I don't see any anti-Trump stuff. So, I mean, you guys are at least hiding that fact, right? I don't see anything saying Trump anywhere. So, I mean, who could disagree with any of these signs? Well, now, yeah, you had to point it out. I was trying to save face for you. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, but the real king is in town. You see that? The King of England, right? That's a real king. We should be protesting him, right? Oh my God, these fucking signs, these streets take forever for the crosswalk. Right here, Washington, not far from here. Yep, this is my backyard. Yeah, they do this like weekly, and I think they go other places too. Oh, thank you.
This is what democracy looks like! Yeah, baby! Yeah! Woo! Oh, yeah. Make America affordable again!
Oh, we're not gonna chill here for long. The music, right? Get our shit taken down.
I'm proud to be out here. Huh? I said I'm proud to be out here. Hopefully one day we'll.
Oh, you don't want to be filmed? Oh, you don't? Yeah, I won't film you. I don't mind. We're in public. I just don't like people behind me.
I don't really either.
So why are you standing behind me? You made yourself look stupid. Creepy. You see how these people are so tolerant, right? You're in public. I'm just over here filming, and they want to stick their fucking camera behind you and come up behind you rather than being decent human beings and talk to you. And there's a nice big ass drone over there. I don't know if you guys saw that. There's a big drone over there. That's a nice drone. I think their intent is they think they're going to intimidate like you to not be out here or some shit like that. I don't know what the deal is with. They always come behind you too and like come up from your back, and I don't get it. Like, come to the front and like talk like a human, right? Like, this guy's chill. What's up, bro?
I'm just interested in what you're sharing.
Right here, you can watch. I don't mind if you watch. Here, I'll make it work for you. You can read the comments too. Yeah, this is they do a weekly one near to. Oh yeah, that's true. You literally stand behind people and not talking to them to intimidate them. Hypocrites. That's one of the,
Yeah. Everybody's got an opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
We're here because we think that Trump is just
Go ahead, bro. People are watching. You got a lot of people
Oh, well,
watching.
I'm here because I think that Trump is violating human rights.
Like how?
Well, all kinds of ways. I don't know if I want to list all
What
the ways.
comes to the top of your head?
Deporting people without due process.
How are they doing it without due process? So when you have like a hearing, right, a deportation removal hearing, that's a form of due process, isn't it?
It's some form, yeah.
Yeah, it's a form.
And degrading when they put people in situations that are clearly aimed at degrading.
Don't want to be found.
devaluing.
So the idea, I hear it fast there, partner. The idea that there's no due process is kind of invalid on its face. So, right, if I get a speeding ticket, or I'll go to the extreme. Let's say I go into Mexico without checking in at the border. There's no due process there, right? So as a non-American. Yeah, we're not talking about Iran.
Well, we're talking about human rights.
Okay, human rights, but those aren't Americans.
Well,
They have human rights, but now you're talking on a more of a global scale.
we're talking about
You don't need due process to start a war. I hear what you're saying, killing people without due process. I understand what you're
without
saying.
getting the Congress and the American people behind this war, it's not a war that we can all stand and fully support it. This is the first time that's happened.
No, I don't know if that's the case. So, I mean,
Where was the last time?
with Iran, so you had a state sponsor of terrorism, Iran, supporting Hezbollah, and they gave the material support to the group that went into Israel, kidnapped 300 to 500 people, murdered 1,200 people. That was the basis of. I mean, so you're denying that ever happened? So that's the basis. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. But that's the basis for the invasion. For sure. And honestly, I agree with you on this part that I don't believe necessarily everything coming out of any government's mouth related to war. Because the fog of war, right? Keep everybody. But the thing is whether it's justified or not, the president has presidential powers. The Congress.
Are you okay with him doing that without the Congress back?
Well, I hear what you're saying. I'm not for war in general. So I'm not for forever wars either, like we did in Afghanistan. So no, but I am for limited operations that get the shit done, like we did in Venezuela. We're in and out. So what's going on in Iran, the Congress delegated their powers to the president through an act of Congress. That's why he has the limited ability to send troops without congressional approval. And he has, I believe, I don't remember the exact time frame he has, but there's a time frame he could, there's a time, yeah, it's time limited.
It's ending this week.
Right, so it ends, so then he would have to get congressional approval. So, so after that, I mean, we'll come back and have that discussion, see what happens. But right now, I don't know. We don't know the full story either, a fog of war, right?
Well, we know how much it's costing, and we know what got cut because we didn't have enough money.
Yeah, and you know what?
We all have a different opinion about what kind of money.
Yeah, and opinions get in the playing with facts, and that's where it becomes a fucking issue. Is when.
So are you for Trump?
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, 100%. I support you guys out here protesting. I don't fucking support anything you guys are doing, but I support your right to protest. Like some of these signs, I can't. Rejecting kings since 1776. I agree with 100% with that. Well, liberty and justice. Yeah, I mean, come on. You can't disagree with that. Look at the sign. Who can disagree with it, right?
Exactly. Well,
but the idea, the no kings deal, is you have to take the premise of that no kings. We all agree on that. But the idea that Trump is a king, that's where the idea, kind of gets rejected by a lot of people.
White House without any
Well, he doesn't need approval. No, you don't need approval. So it's an executive function. So what about the Federal Reserve? What's up with him? You know, building that couple $billion building without congressional approval, right? Right. So I mean, you can't just say Orange Man bad on everything and not.
just saying that. You can see other people.
Right, but you should equally hold everybody accountable. Right. So.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I agree with you there.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, my son is on the side of this thing. We end up saying, oh, both sides are pretty corrupt.
Oh, a monster has two arms, right? Left hand politics, right hand politics, right?
We're going to have to stand up to Trump or go on your side.
Oh, I think he's doing just fine, brother.
Oh, Lord.
I really do. I do. I think
Lord.
we probably are different on the economic thing too. Are you a socialist? Okay, well then I don't even got to argue that with you. That's kind of the line I draw. So Trump is the first Democrat I ever voted for. The first Democrat I ever voted for. I mean, he's not exactly conservative. You know, he actually has a liberal tendency on certain issues, and I think people on the right are actually angry at some of the things he hasn't done, right? He hasn't done enough, so to speak. So you're saying we need to hold him accountable, but people on the right, a lot on the right, it's like he hasn't done enough. We want more. You know, so you guys could be at least happy that, you know, he's not, you know.
No, it's the way the administration, what's most egregious is treating people right, degrading. What this country should understand, we have to treat them right everywhere. And that doesn't mean that people should be held accountable for what they do. I'm for accountability and justice. But when you intentionally degrade people, show people that
I disagree with that. But I don't think Trump's doing that at the same time.
putting people in the Salvador prison.
Oh,
Question why did
I know all about it. So a lot of those people, so different country, different things, right? It's not our country. I mean, if you go to prison in America, you're treated pretty fairly. But we don't run other countries, so if we sent them back to their country. I don't know about that. I don't trust anything AI. So AI, you know, everybody plays with the AI, you know. Is that prison? I mean, if you're a terrorist, I think you deserve more. I think you deserve more punishment than they got it pretty good. They get to live. But the real question is all right, so the United States has the highest prison population, right? In the world, right? Yeah, in the world. So why aren't we at the prisons protesting the release of people that are being incarcerated for simple drug infractions or things, you know? I would love to see you guys go out there, right? Nobody does that, but everybody's at the ICE facility protesting people that have came into our country illegally. I think it's very hypocritical. That's the exact word I was thinking. You read my mind. You go, I'll go with you. Due process is a one-size-fits-all because it's constitutional right. Yep. You can read it if you want, bro. Therefore, they make you un-American. You're supporting those who subvert the country. Yeah. My name is Ed, not Edge. I thought it was Edgel. You need to capitalize the E's, bro. And then it would be Ed Eagle. I thought it was Edgle.
Hey, Sally. I know you're like, I'm right there with you. Yep, I think I am yours. Many a time yeah, play stock there at the dog. Woo, woo, woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Woohoo! Oh my God! I'm 61.
National strike, May 1st. So May 1st, I'm gonna probably head down to Seattle on May 1st. I'm not sure exactly where. There's a couple things going on, and then May 2nd, there's some stuff, and also May 3rd. That whole weekend, there's a bunch of stuff going on. So I might, I don't know what day for sure, but I know the 1st, I'm gonna definitely go somewhere. We are slightly wrong. Due process is a right, but statutory laws and administrative laws at the state and federal levels define what that due process is for even crime, civil actions. Yeah, kind of, but not sort of, right? So due process actually is an extension. So you gotta think about the Constitution. The Constitution granted 0 rights. The Constitution is a limitation on government. When you see it from that perspective, I would say what you're saying is right and wrong. Constitution granted me 0 rights. I was already endowed with rights just by being on earth. And among those rights, as the saying goes, right? No cruelty, no chaos, no corruption, no kings. People with jobs won't strike in business. They close, I don't support. Yeah, I'm the same. If I see a business that's like pulling that shit, I stop going there immediately. I don't play around with that shit. If they have that, fucking flag, that LGBTQ plus fucking flag, I definitely don't patrol those places, right? I get the fuck out of Dodge. Just by being on Earth equals human rights as described in Geneva. Yeah, true. But the Geneva Convention also gave me 0 rights as well. It's just a recognition of rights that are already endowed but to people, humans. We are endowed not by government but by our creator. And that's if you go back to the, when they're arguing, you go back to the Federalist Papers, Federalist number 10, I think it was, they were arguing to define something is to limit it. So they wanted less limitations and less definitions on rights because that's where you get people say, well, it's defined here, so you're limited here, right? And that's why we have the 9th and 10th Amendment is those rights not, spelled out, so to speak, are reserved by the people.
And all my friends were laughing.
I'm gonna go back on the other side here. Yeah, but the difference between the evidence in civil to criminal, the preponderance of evidence and also beyond a reasonable doubt actually stems from the common law. And the common law is what that kind of extends from. That's kind of the standards that were brought in. To be honest, some civil arrangements will say, like in traffic court, for instance, you don't even have the right to subpoena records or anything like that, or like you do in a typical civil suit or a criminal matter, right? Like, look at a speeding ticket. You basically get the copy of the police report and that's it. You get nothing else.
And basically you have to decide that it's, you know, the Constitution.
Trying to cross the street again. What's up with the left and buses? I love buses.
All the attention! Get the attention! Yeah! More people coming out every week. We got so many people here.
Protects trans kids. Don't hate those on you don't know. I want to get this fucking dog right here. I'm not even, I don't know much. I didn't know where the hell that is.
Border Patrol seized my vehicle and everything.
Were you coming from Canada?
No, I was doing work in London, America, and I drove down a logging road and didn't know I crossed the Canadian border.
Going north?
Going north, there's several roads in Blaine, I guess, that go right into Cuba that you don't even know.
Right.
So I drove kilometers per hour and I turned around. 5 minutes, the same Border Patrol officer that saw me go over the line 5 minutes earlier saw me come back and arrested me. He denies my service dog.
What the fuck?
They held me for 18 days in CTAC, Federal Detention Center. They seized my vehicle and everything in it.
Oh shit.
My dead wife's jewelry and everything. My guitar, my chainsaws, my climate gear.
Shit.
When the judge threw my charges out, I was supposed to be able to get my stuff back. They're suing me in civil court to get my stuff. It's been 42 days.
I don't know. I don't know much
Right
around
now I
here.
gotta
But
give up on it. I'm trying to get to the bus station so I can get to Seattle right now.
oh, like that kind of bus. I don't know, bro. Ask the guy in the blue hat over there. He's local right here. You might know some shit. Break a federal administrative statute and a claim right to trial by jury in a state civil court. Arresting people without a warrant, legal search and seizure, and deporting people without letting them talk to a lawyer, right to trust violations of. So, I don't know about that. So you could arrest someone without a warrant. A warrant is to, if you look at the Constitution, a warrant is to seize. All that's needed to arrest someone or to detain them is probable cause, not even an actual warrant. To seize, like maybe property, to search or something, yeah, a warrant's probably needed, but there's exemptions to that too, right? Probable cause. And even limited situations, there's, I don't know, I forgot off the top of my head, but there's a Supreme Court ruling that says they could actually, if they believe that you might be armed or other reasons, not necessarily stop and frisk, but they could do limited searches as well, which I disagree with, but that's kind of what they say. Yeah, probable cause. No warrant is necessary when law enforcement, someone is fleeing or enters. Yeah, and even, yeah, that's true. People can ask for a speedy trial, but you think these people don't want a speedy trial? No. They want to stay as long as they can. Yeah, and they're using the alleged violation of due process as an extension. So due process is pretty simple. Did you have the right, or were you able to basically present your argument, or even have the right to be heard, so to speak, right? Oh shit! I don't know how that guy was doing. You can't arrest someone without them breaking the actual law or a warrant. That's not necessarily true either. I don't know that to be, I mean, in general, a general rule of thumb, probably, right? But, I mean, there is a difference between arrest and detain. So, I mean, you're probably right in the legal sense, right? But a lot of people don't look at the legalese aspect of arrest and detain. A lot of people put them in the same category, right? But the legalese, they are different, right? An arrest is a actual seizure, right? Whereas a detain is a temporary kind of thing. Yes, legal, which is what you all are all hung up on. West Coast woke ass hats. That's fucking funny, bro. Oh, T-Mama, that's funny. West Coast woke ass hats. That's a good one. I like that one. Sorry, you're wrong. Give a test wherever you are at night. Got really drunk. Drive. Do it down in front of. You get arrested. I mean, to his point, you would be breaking the law at that point. West Coast woke ass hat. That's a tongue twister. Process coming illegal into the country, and there shouldn't be any due process needed to be deported back to your country of origin. Illegals already get more rights than most. Yeah, that's true, Nancy. You know, if we're not giving them due process, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, yeah. You see that, guy? One lady flipped them off. One person. This area is pretty leftist, so I'm surprised we even had one person do that. But yeah, I mean, that's true. For violating the due process, how do they even have time to bitch and moan about it and sit inside of a detention facility, right? It's really simple. You know, even looking at criminal, like a regular jail, you're charged, arraigned, whatever. You can't make bond. Guess what? Your ass sits in there. How it works. Don't fucking break the law. DOA warrant to arrest a drunk driver. That is the point. So your claim will always need warrant is wrong. I do also think that the powers that be have expanded their powers by limiting ours. I don't know. I'm an absolutist. I think they need a fucking warrant for everything. So DUI thing's kind of like a weird topic because you have what's called implied consent. When you sign that contract, and that's what a driver's license is a contract, you've implied consent. So they don't technically need a warrant in that situation because you've acquiesced that right to say you need one. So that's maybe a bad DUI is probably a bad example of that because of that fact. All states have implied consent laws, and if you don't have that contract with the state, the driver's license contract, it's a little different situation than plays out in court. Similar, but a little different. The border legally, the drug law, technically the cops can arrest and broke the law. Yeah, I think the arresting part should just be sidelined. It should be just transported. Let's not arrest them. Let's immediately transport them back across. Skip the arresting and taxpayer money funding and shit. Feeding them, all that shit. Just take them back. What's up, Joyce? Complaining detained arrest, fairly new here. Sub last week, thank you. Mentioned by your channel in Arturo, you're right. Thought it might help your channel. Patrons gotta stick together. Much love. Yeah, Joyce, so I started this channel like, I want to say, I counted it the other day, it's like a month and 10 days. Today's a month and 11 days. So almost a month and 2 weeks. Yeah, so super duper new channel. Appreciate it. So if someone decides to break the law of our country by entering illegal, they should be entitled to all these laws of American citizens. That's bullshit. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, I saw Arturo. I don't know if he came back. I was kind of sidetracked, but yeah, he did hop in here when we first started. Yeah, Arturo's the shit, right? So he's helped a lot of people get where they are. I'm super indebted to him as well. The arresting and deporting is a violation of due. I don't know. Immediately arresting and deporting is a violation of due process. I mean, put it this way, what we could do is we could charge them with a crime, or they do it in a lot of other countries, is you could get charged with a crime, or you could go back. Which one? You decide. That's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, if you do arrest them, there's got to be some level of due process, right? Our beds, how is that fair? That is fucking true. That is true. Anybody who's ever been to a VA hospital, you know what he's talking about. You know exactly what he's fucking talking about. The level of care that's given there too, compared to people that can just walk into a hospital and anywhere in the country and get free shit. Yeah, it is fucking sad. I can't scroll up on that. Oh well. I'm not able to scroll. Whatever. That guy in that raccoon blowy, he drives a really nice car. Holy shit. Try to snag a picture of this thing. Not a cheap car, we'll just say that. I don't know if it's a dude or a chick. I think it's a dude. Yeah, it's a dude. And he has like hooked to his car. Like, oh, that's pretty fucking crazy. So this thing is ran off of his car. He has the thing ran off of his car. You see, it's like a cord hooked to his charge port. I don't even know what kind of car it is. I think it's a, I don't even know. I'm saying this guy.
Oh, about $150 for the fan, and he was free from the company that made it. A company called Descent Pins made a that Descent, like I Dissent. Mm-hmm. Their first product was a little pin that just said I Dissent and had Ruth Bader Ginsburg, her collar on it.
Are
that was how they
local
started out.
Or somewhere out of state?
They're down in California.
Cali, okay.
Yeah, and they've got all sorts of, progressive-oriented stuff. So.
Sweet.
Wait.
So it's 4:30. You know how that works with when you have to clock in and clock out, right? Yeah, there is a difference between visa folks and everybody else. Visa people aren't crossing illegally. If it has an apple, it has a banana.
You do good work.
I think they end at 4:30. I'm sure people will stay a little longer, who knows. People crossing illegal and people with visas.
Ready? Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, she started filming me, but doesn't like to film. A Republic, if you can keep it. She has the best sign,
Yes,
you guys.
a republic is when you don't have a king.
Right, like America, right?
Yeah, like we used to be.
We don't have a king now.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
If you can get rid of everything without congressional approval, you can declare war without congressional approval. That's acting like a king.
Well, Congress did grant the president through a congressional act the
Nope.
powers he has, right? This is all we got left, boys. Answer the question, what do we do with white people working under the table for cash who never pay taxes? Yeah, don't get me started on the tax fucking thing. If you did not go, fuck. You'd be deported. Yeah, expect to be. Yeah, for sure, twin killers. What's up, bro? Hey, anybody in the chat right here, Twin Pillars just started a channel. He's going to be doing like First Amendment audit shit. You guys should go to his channel. He just started it, kind of doing the same shit I'm, well, different from what I'm doing. Maybe I'll do the same shit, but he just started a channel. Twin Pillars, he was just in the chat. Like, if he's here, so put up his information.
Nice talking to you.
All right, brother, have a good day. Put up his information. You guys should definitely check it out. Yeah, Twin Pillar. Twin Pillar Audit. There he is. Yup, check it out. Thanks. Yup. He just started his channel, and I know he probably hasn't got no content up yet, but I was talking to him, and he's gonna do like audit shit, you know, where you go and audit First Amendment audits. The shit that's pretty fun to watch, right? Probably a little funner than this. But yeah, check his channel out, subscribe so he can start making some content. And if someone has his link to his shit, throw it in the chat as well. I'm gonna start walking back where I parked. I guess I parked with everybody fucking else. But yeah, as soon as it fucking hits 4:30, these motherfuckers are out of here. I might come back to this one with a fucking bullhorn and bullhorn these motherfuckers. Yeah, there's Twin Pillars link. Go check his. Just go subscribe and get him encouraged to start making some fucking content, because obviously getting subscribers is pretty hard in general, right? So maybe if some of us go over there, he'll start making some content, right? Yeah, and if anybody's from Woodinville, you probably know exactly where I'm at, right? The Woodinville Fields. Pretty badass little, I think it's turf. Fancy, ritzy shit back there, but that Ballard Pizza Company is bomb. Are these American citizens or illegal aliens? Which ones? I mean, come on up. Your viewers are pissed that illegals don't pay taxes. So what about the American who works for cash and never pays taxes? You know, the thing with the income tax, I wish I could not pay taxes, but I have to pay the man. And the reason being is that the federal income tax, so in the 1800s, 1896, I believe it was, the Supreme Court found, I'm going to stop right here, wait for these libtards to leave so I don't get followed home today. But they found in, oh, we won't film kids, in 1896, the Supreme Court found that the direct income tax of the American people was found unconstitutional. So what did they do? They crafted the idea in 1913 with the passing of not only the Federal Reserve Act, but with the 16th and 17th Amendment. And what they did is a book, a big-ass book, about 800 pages, if anybody wants to read. Creature of Jekyll Island in Georgia. The elites went on that island, and they figured, well, what we could do is we need a constitutional amendment to tax the income tax, right? But at the same time, they knew the public would not accept that. So what they did was they found a little thing that they knew politically people were against, was the way that senators were elected to the Congress, the federal Congress, right? So before the 16th and 17th Amendment, senators were elected actually by the state legislature. That's how the founders and the framers originally crafted the Constitution, right? So states would, the state legislature of every state, because the senators, being two from each state, were supposed to represent the state's interest, whereas the House was more of the people's interest. And they figured, well, read the Federalist Papers. They can go into all the arguments. I won't bore you with it. But either way, they're like, you know, the people will accept the direct election of senators rather than the state legislature electing it. So it was a twofer. They threw in the income tax at the same time and kind of campaigned on that front, and they tossed it in there. And that's where we also got the Federal Reserve Act, right? And all the corrupt shit we have today. And that's why we deal with quantitative easing and all the good stuff we deal with today. So following the ratification of the 16th and 17th Amendment, I believe the 16th is the income tax and 17th is the senator, or vice versa. They go hand in hand either way. I don't remember which one's which. But up until World War II, the amount of people that filed federal tax returns was super low. And it was after World War II, the 40s, we'll say, that people felt it was like a American duty to go and file taxes and pay the government, and then they have bonds and whatever the fuck it was, right? So before that, though, people weren't taxed. When the Supreme Court ruled, and I'm pretty sure it was 1896, they said that it was unconstitutional. So they went and devised a way to basically go around that. So I mean, I personally, am against the idea of a federal income tax. So if you look at one of the most successful administrations when our country was doing the best, was McKinley, who ironically I believe was assassinated, right? It was tariffs. He was the tariff king. And if you look at Trump, what he's doing, a lot of his economic policies are actually mirroring that of what was going on in that time frame. And we are actually the most prosperous in terms of money that we had. We had so much fucking money as a country that we kind of didn't know what to do with it. And then obviously what followed was ridding the idea of tariffs, and then obviously we had the Great Depression there in the 30s and thereafter. Well, before the 30s it started, but thereafter, and that was an economic shift away from kind of what we had been doing since the early founding of the Republic, right? Was was duties and tariffs. The idea of income tax. I mean, think about it this way. We fought a revolution against the crown, right, over taxes. Taxes on paper, taxes on stamp tax, right, the stamp tax, taxes on tea, all that shit, right? We fought a nice little revolution against them. So, I mean, the idea of taxes, in my opinion, the income tax is un-American. But, you know, you want to be a tax protester, see how that works out, right? And again, the laws were written by the elites, and that's why we have 501c3s. If you look into it, the first three 501c3s that were granted tax exemption status was the Ford Foundation, Carnegie Foundation, and the Rockefeller Foundation. And that's not a coincidence, fellas. Not a coincidence at all. So yeah, it's the elites write the laws, and there's a lot of loopholes, kind of like what Trump said, right, when they were bitching that he pays a no income tax. Well, he's following the law, you dipshits. He's following the law. There's nothing, he's not doing anything illegal. And if you get a good accountant, anybody that runs a business, I mean, there's just about a way to write off everything and whatever, you know, keep more money in your pocket. It's not a bad thing to want to keep your own fucking money, in my opinion. And if we ideally could pay $0 in taxes, I mean, then you got the people that argue, what about the roads? What about the schools? Well, obviously, you don't know where the income tax goes because property taxes pay for all that shit, right? So the argument usually is flawed when someone argues for it, right? The income tax actually goes to the two largest things: is military money, and secondly is social benefits. We'll say like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, so on and so forth. So to be honest, my belief is we could probably do away with the income tax and bring back the tariff and have more than enough money to keep things like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security afloat. But that's the way things are now. If you look at Social Security, that shit's bound to flop at, you know, our generation or after. You know, we'll say the people that are having kids now, that generation, they might not ever see those payments. They're going to definitely fucking pay into it, but it's done. What is that? The moment they converted society into a straw man. Yeah, don't get me started on the straw man there. That's a whole matter for a whole different channel. That's something you should talk about there, Twin Pillars. That's a good one, bro. The straw man. The straw man and the living man, right? Yeah, and if you and what's crazy too, like this is a little, you know, nugget of information is there you have the United States of America, and then you have the United States being the corporation. You can go look that up. So the United States, when it's referenced, is a corporation, where the United States of America is the political apparatus that we know as our government, right? Two separate things. And words have meanings. Meanings have, you know, consequences and stuff. And I think a lot of the people in America in general, we kind of forgot that simple basis. And we did take a lot of the common law or the British, you know, bullshit that they had as far as, you know, maritime law and things of that nature over. And a lot of our, like our Constitution was just a continuation of, you know, even like the Declaration of Independence. Independence was a continuation of, we'll say maybe the Magna Carta, and then before the Magna Carta there wasn't really much, right? America first. Yeah, and then as far as the next stream I'm gonna probably do is, I'm thinking on the 1st, I think I was saying I'm gonna be down in Seattle. I might this week on Wednesday. There's supposed to be another, I think it's Snohomish Indivisibles. I think they're supposed to be doing some shit over closer towards me, so I might swing over there And I need to bring the bullhorn. What I'm really waiting on is I got some signs I had printed up. If you watch like when I restream and shit, I got one that's like the Trump logo, but it's DEI instead of Trump, and then at the bottom it says deport every illegal, and then on the back of it it's gonna say honk for Trump, the same format. And then I got another one made too that's the trans women are men, right? The acronym in the middle, TWAM, and then on the bottom it's trans women are men. So I'm gonna go out to these little events like we were just at, and I'm just gonna go fucking with the bullhorn, those signs, and start getting at it. At least that's the goal. Yeah, anytime you type the word ICE, you're gonna get that ice baby thing, or police, you'll get another one. There's a couple other commands in there I was just fucking around with on the in the software. And then if anybody's DEI, deport every illegal, I agree. The TWAM, that's the TWAM, if I'm pronouncing that right. That's a good one. That's a real fucking good one. I'm gonna do the TWAM sign, like Trump style sign. I don't know what I'm gonna put on. I already have that one coming, but I want to put something else on the back too, so you can flip it and dual purpose, right? And if anybody's in Washington and knows of any like shit happening as far as protests, leftist protests, sign waving, flag waving, whatever, hit me up, let me know, and I'll go cover that shit. But in general, I go to Seattle-protest.org, and that's where I get a lot of the information. But you kind of got to screenshot it because they update the shit, like if they think that someone on the right's going to show or whatever, because they don't want to get bullhorned and shut down, because people have done that. They kind of swap it up, so you have to kind of be in the know. But they'll put it on there and then it'll be gone, and you're like, shit, what was that one protest? So if there's anything anybody knows about, definitely hit me up. DEI, deport every illegal, I agree. Or the old, did you know? So they ask. Tort them all, build the wall, lock it up for 50 years. I mean, what I think on the border is what they should do, and this is a really simple solution. There's no building, there's no nothing. So what they need to do is along the border there, across the whole southern border, fuck, even the northern border at this point, is they need to make it a live firing range. You know, either make it military, like you see military live firing ranges, that's open to the public, and just make a nice little 5-foot, 10-foot back, backstop, and just turn the whole fucking thing into a shooting range. And put the signs on the other side in every language that crosses that border. And if they cross, I mean, they're crossing a live firing range, right? That's been my idea forever. So if our government does it, you know who said it first, right? Ground Zero PDX is live. I seen that. I'll probably watch this shit later. Did you know? Yes, sir. Yeah, you see how you do police, it does some shit. And I got some, I forgot the other things. They were warned. Yeah, they were fucking warned. And we need to put it in every language. I mean, maybe even Braille. Maybe have a sign, you know how you see people with the sign language shit all the time? Have someone out there, maybe a video of someone with sign language. So, I mean, every single language, dialect, you have no fucking excuse now. No need to deport them. Build a firing range along the border. Glad I found you being here in Washington. Yeah, what's up, Little Flower? Yeah, so there's not a lot of people in Washington, so I was like, shit, I need to start going to these events, because I see them all the time whenever I go. I don't live in Seattle, but when I do go into Seattle, I see just these people running wild everywhere, and I see them everywhere I go. Like these people, I mean, this is kind of a small deal that was just happening right now, but usually I'll circle around and bullhorn these fucking people, and just yell at them and shit. I never filmed any of it, or just but yeah, these leftists kind of run wild out here. And Washington being a super liberal state, hey, what's up, grandma of many, they just do whatever the hell they want, and they're really touchy-feely too here. So it's kind of ripe with, you know, them wanting to get violent too, because they think they, you know, I've already had a few people, you know, I try to reserve my energy on people, but I don't like the whole coming up behind you and breathing down your neck and shit with their phone on your neck. Right when I got here, 2 people kind of did that. Not only is it fucking disrespectful as fuck, it's just like you shouldn't be fucking doing it, right? So I try to be respectful, but if someone comes behind me, I don't know, I got that hot sauce, extra spicy shit for them. Found you. Hey, what's up? Is there more patriots that can go with you so you're not alone? I'm not originally from I call it Washington. I know some people, but I don't know anybody that'd be down to go. So if anybody's in Washington and sees me going to these events, I mean, it's gonna be pretty fucking obvious. When I post, I usually try to do like a scheduled post. Like today was like only like 30 minutes advance notice, but I like to do like a day or 2 in advance. I'll do like a scheduled shit on YouTube. If you see that, show up, I'll be there. But yeah, in general, the only people I've been talking to is Danny and Chris, and they're kind of down south. He's just sketchy. Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm not too worried, bro. I could handle myself. And I know my limitations too. So I spoke to Danny and Chris when I met them down there in Tacoma, and we've been talking about doing some shit together. So the 3 of us, at least, they're kind of more south, and I'm more north of Seattle area. So I mean, we can meet in the middle. They're fine with going like Tacoma, Seattle. I think Seattle is going to be probably the hot spot for us in general. So I'm going to coordinate something with them. I think I need to contact them probably tonight. I'll do that, and see what their plans are for May Day. I think that'd probably be a good day, because that's definitely going to be a busy shit show. And so is the second's actually, what I'm hearing in the chatter is, the second's supposed to be a little more rowdy than the first. The first is kind of like the national known one, probably going to be a boom town. But the second's supposed to have some crazy shit going on. Same with the third, there's supposed to be other things. So that whole weekend, May Day weekend we'll call it, is hopefully going to be interesting. Hit up Danny and Chris, yup. And they're kind of in the same boat as me as far as doing more Washington stuff, because I know they've been going down to Portland and covering stuff down there, and to me, Portland's fucking dead. It's over with, right? I mean, the only time the fucking lefties show up is when someone on the right goes down there and they just get a fucking hard-on, right? They're running around with a hard-on. And it, like the last time I was watching, maybe a week or so ago, 5-6 days ago, we'll say, they showed up in a pretty massive, large amounts. It was like 10 or 15 of them, right? And all these leftist piece of shits, all they did was ran up to them, and they weren't even in front of the ICE facility anymore. They were, 50 yards away, just harassing the fuck. And what is it? Black Rebel was there too, and a few other people from out of state. They were just harassing the shit out of them, right? It wasn't even about ICE processing. It was literally just to harass the fuck out of someone on the right. So I think they're getting their hard on by harassing people on the right. And I think us on the right, what we got to do, and I've been saying this for not forever, but long enough to where I don't like saying it anymore, is we have to stop being their number one consumer. So if you look at like fucking that dumb bitch Pam Tifa and her little fucking X Spaces, right? We are like the number one consumer of her shit. You look in there, there's 90 to 95% fucking right wingers in there watching her shit. Just nothing in the morning for Chris and Danny. Yeah, they stream all night long, right? So I imagine they're not early birds. Not early birds at all. But yeah, getting out of their spaces and going somewhere else, I think, is key. And that shuts down the whole Portland thing. I mean, it's pretty much over. They're even sick and tired of it. nobody gives a shit anymore. And what's weird is when I was down in Ice Tacoma facility, most of the people there were from Oregon, which is weird. It's like no one even in Washington gives a shit about the ICE facilities, right? It's like Portland has been protesting since day one. They had their day, it's over with. Get the fuck over it. Move on to something else. But I do think this Summer of Love 2026 is going to be interesting as fuck. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can to get to the bigger events without, causing any too much security concerns for myself. But I think this year is going to be pretty interesting because it's supposed to be a hot summer, and you know how that works. Hot summer is high crime and crazy people. But yeah, so I will be streaming probably, I'm thinking, what is this Wednesday at that event I was talking about in Snohomish, Washington. So if anybody's in that area, that's kind of where I'll be more than likely on Wednesday. And it's Snohomish Indivisibles going to be running it, another Indivisibles group, basically George Soros kind of group. And I'm going to probably bring the bullhorn, and maybe my signs will be made by then. That would be fucking nice. Nobody works in Portland. They're all on yeah, like that fat fuck Spider Mike, right? What's funny about that fucking guy is he's on disability, but he gets around pretty fucking well for someone on disability. He gets around mighty fine. And then yeah, if anything changes, I will do like a scheduled post on YouTube. I might do like something later tonight, not sure, live from the casa. But what I'm doing is I'm setting up a small studio and shit and everything now, so I'll probably do a lot more streaming from the casa soon. Aside from that, I think it's all said and done. I think everybody that was here kind of lingering around waiting for me to get in my truck has left, so I'm gonna go walk over there and hopefully I can get in my truck without getting followed home today. Yeah, so this is the Woodinville fields, and these people are out here every week at this same time, so I'm gonna probably make it a habit to come out here every other week, the best I can, every other week kind of deal, and kind of go from there. Make sure I'm not getting tailed over here. And these lefties, what they like to do is they like to tail you. I've kind of experienced that every time I've gone out now. I'm pretty keen on watching my own six and situational awareness, but the last when I was down in Tacoma, I got her on film. I know who it, I'm not too concerned. It's a Boomer. She can have my license plate, I don't care, on one of the vehicles. Like, not a big deal, good luck finding me kind of situation. But she did follow me around, and the car I was in gets up and goes, so I kind of let her tail me for a little and act like I didn't know she was behind me. And I got to a light, and I fucking punched it, and I went all the way up, probably like a mile. I got up to maybe about 80, not too fast, and I did a 180, and I drove back the other way. She didn't realize I 180'd, and I got behind her, and I followed her for like quite some time. I think she thought I was gone, and she pulled into a fucking gas station. I pulled up right next to Miss Karen, and I said, "How are you doing?" And she turned, she's like, I should have filmed it. She fucking turned, she was like, oh my God, and I followed her for like maybe 4 or 5 miles, kind of a residential area. I was like, I'm not going to follow her home, but it's like, you get what you ask for. You shouldn't be doing that to people, you're right. And I just said some shit to her, and I drove off, but I doubt that's the last time she'll do anything like that kind of deal. Yeah, and I just have one person I'm waiting to leave. They're actually parked fucking weirdly right next to me. I don't think they realize it, but they are parked right next to me. The sign gatherer. So I'm gonna wait for her to leave before I take off. But yeah, appreciate you guys, whoever subscribed, watching, kind of deal. I'm gonna make some more content. Like I always try to reiterate, new channel. I've been only having this channel for about actually like a month and 11 days. I counted yesterday, it was a month and 10 days. Today's a month and 11 days. So just about 6 weeks going on here. So I mean, we're rocking and rolling as far as subscribers and shit. And the next step I'm at right now is trying to get monetized to be at the first tier is 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours, and the next tier is 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs. So I think we're good on the subs. So I just need to build up my watch hours. Anybody can go on my channel. I don't have a lot of content, but I intend to make a lot more. So I try to do quality over quantity kind of deal, kind of situation. That's kind of been my philosophy on everything. Why waste your time doing shit the wrong way, right? So that's kind of what I'm working on. And a lot of the stuff for live streaming is it's a work in progress, right? And I don't have anybody kind of telling me, hey, do this, try that, do this software, that software. So it's a new thing for me as far as live streaming and shit. But other than that, boys, I'm gonna call it a day. You guys could follow me on X, message me there if you guys got any questions, concerns, or anywhere in Washington you guys want me to go cover. I'll fucking do it. Oh, looks like Twin Pillars still in here, and definitely go check out Twin Pillars. I'm gonna make some commands, so like kind of like Mr. Bill does. If anybody knows Mr. Bill, is how his op is. You type their name and it'll pop up the link. So I'm gonna work on that tonight. I got a few channels in mind that I'm gonna do that with. And then basically anytime someone types in, like for instance Twin Pillars, it'll bring up his shit for people to go and find the link and everything. So I'll probably work on that tonight. But yeah, hope you guys have a good evening. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here.